Joe, thanks for joining me today on Up Close and Personal. I want to ask you, what inspires you?
What inspires me is people making the most of their situations in life. I like to see hard work and dedicated people and people who do what they believe in. And in that regard, the lawyers that I work with every day are an inspiration to me, because not only do we do a good job, but we believe in the work we're doing. And the work we're doing is important to not only us as individuals, but us as professionals and to our clients. And so I get inspiration from those people. I also get inspiration from my family.
What do you like doing in life?
My wife and I have rescued 2 dogs from the Houston Bark, and so we spend quite a bit of time with them. I'm a regular at a couple of Houston area dog parks. So on days that you don't see me in the office, there's a good chance you'll find me there.
And what's the best part about being married?
Well, I'm married to another lawyer, and so it's great in a number of ways, but it's good to have someone who not only understands me on a personal level, but on a professional level.
So what's your role at the law firm?
At the law firm, I'm an associate attorney, and I handle cases in a variety of ways. In some cases, I'm lead attorney, I'm lead counsel, I'm the attorney that's responsible for everything from the pleadings, making every court appearance, to dealing with clients on a daily basis, to support roles in larger cases. I also handle support roles in some of the bigger cases in which multiple attorneys work. So I have a variety of roles that I fill in the law firm.
So what kind of law are you personally specializing in?
Well, I deal mostly in plaintiffs' personal injury law, and within that I've worked in a variety of fields. Right now I'm most focused on contractor cases that we deal with for families and individuals of people who have suffered injuries overseas working for contractors such as Halliburton or KBR in the pursuit of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
That's interesting. So tell me what one of those cases is like.
Well, they're very challenging cases, and they take quite a bit of time. For example, the case that we're currently very heavily involved with, that has been to the Fifth Circuit twice already. The actual events occurred over 6 years ago, and the case has been on file for 5 years. And so it's very challenging in terms of the preparation that we deal with, the legal issues we deal with on a daily basis, and continuing to work with the clients to do a good job for them.
How important is it to be accessible to your clients?
I try to stay in contact with my clients as much as possible, with whatever they're comfortable with, whether it's exchanging emails, whether it's phone calls. You know, I often give my cell phone out to clients so they can call me when it's convenient for them. We don't all live in Houston. We don't all operate on the same schedule. So I try to be as flexible as possible and make them comfortable. I'm here for them.
I was talking to Tommy, and he told me one of the things that you're best at is taking complex information and really simplifying it and making it so that either a jury or a judge or even your client can understand it. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, in these cases, the contractor cases that I was discussing earlier, there are a number of very complex legal issues. The defendants in those cases raise dozens of legal defenses, and we have to distill those down for a court that hears dozens of other cases during the course of a day, that has hundreds of other cases on their docket. And so it's important to be able to communicate that clearly in a way that's easy to understand to a court or to a person who's on the street.
And if your clients could describe you with just words, descriptive words, what would those words be that best describe you as a person and a lawyer?
I'd say involved and caring. There's a lot that I can get from my clients in terms of the case and what we need to present for their case, but there's also a lot I can get from them personally and what they're going through, whether it's a result of the case or not, you know, how their kids are doing, how school's going, whatever the case may be. I like to know that I'm providing some level of comfort to them as they're going through the process.
So how do you best serve your clients?
I work tirelessly on their case, whether it's a car wreck that happened out in front of our building or it's a convoy case that happened in Iraq.
So what initially motivated you to go into law?
Well, I've always had a passion for American history, and American history really is the legal system in this country. And my father instilled that in me from a very young age. He's not a lawyer, but he is a history lover also. And so from that, there are a number of routes you can take. You could be a politician or work for the government itself, or you can work to affect change and work to help people within that system. And I think that was the best route for me.
So Joe, how has your knowledge of history, and in particular those early men and women that helped form this country, how has that knowledge helped birth you into the lawyer that you are today?
Well, at the end of the day, a lot of those people were just everyday people that are still citizens in our country today. Whether it's Benjamin Franklin or Thomas Jefferson, everyone had a life other than the life that they led as a political leader in our country. I think Abraham Lincoln once said that a man without vice is also a man without virtue, or words to that effect. And so you get a sense that there was more there than just these mythic figures that were writing things down 250 years ago.
So how do you best serve your clients?
There are people that aren't going to be able to pay a retainer when they walk in the door. That doesn't mean they don't have a right to legal representation. And we have no guarantees in terms of what we can give other than our best and our best work.